Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Warrior Wellness Podcast. Again, my name is Morgan Trimper. I'm the Performance Nutrition and Wellness Coordinator at Warrior Ice Arena. And today we're breaking down something that seems simple, but is actually one of the biggest game changers for your energy, your performance, mood, and recovery. Today we're dissecting snacking, and not just random snacking. We're going to talk about smart, intentional, performance-driven snacking, because here's the truth. Most individuals aren't underperforming because of just one bad meal. It's actually what's happening in between meals that's killing their energy. So today we're getting into what actually makes a good snack, why most people are doing it wrong, easy snack ideas you can actually use, and I'll give you a go-to protein ball recipe, plus where you can get more recipes. My Instagram is at BeWellWithMorgan. You can follow that. I'm posting regular recipes throughout the weeks. So you can go ahead, find that on Instagram, and I'll give you lots of inspo for some good, healthy snack options. So let's get into it. First, why snacking matters. So first, let's just clear this up. Snacking is not bad, right? In fact, for athletes, snacking is essential in between our meals to maintain proper energy throughout the day. It helps maintain energy, support your muscle recovery, it helps improve focus, and it also helps prevent overeating later. So if you're going to school or you're going to school drop-off, then to practice, or back home to run errands, or going into work, right? Then you're going to lift or get your activity in, then you're running around with games. You cannot only rely on 3 meals a day. Right? So signs that you're not fueling enough could be obviously low energy. You're feeling fatigued, a little tired, again, lower energy. You might be more irritable or moody. You might always be hungry, might have a little brain fog, poor performance. Listen to your hunger cues, right? Listen to your body. Your body will tell you when it's full. Your body will tell you when it's hungry. Your body will tell you when it's moody, thirsty, maybe feeling sick. Make sure we honor that. When our body is telling us something, we honor it. That's not the motivation issue. This is a fueling issue, right? So what makes a good snack? Let's simplify this down. Okay, so a good snack will provide sustainable energy. So I call this the winning formula, especially for a good snack, but it includes a carb, a quick energy source, a carbohydrate, protein, which helps keep you full. It helps support muscle growth, muscle recovery, and then some sort of healthy fat, right? This will help with satiety, keeping you full, and help with absorption of all those vitamins and minerals. Why this works is because that carbohydrate will give you that immediate fuel that you're looking for. It's the main energy source in our body. Protein is good because it helps slow your digestion down, helps keep you satisfied, and again, is great for muscle recovery, muscle growth. And fat is a long-lasting energy, and it helps with that vitamin absorption. So it'll give us energy for the long run. So just a simple example here, chips alone, a bag of chips, might quickly spike your glucose or your energy, but it's not staying power. It's not going to give you long-lasting energy, as opposed to an apple with peanut butter, right? We have a carbohydrate and a fat and a fiber. This is going to give you sustainable, more long-term energy. Okay, so the concept here, the key concept, is that snacks should hold you over, not spike and crash you. Okay, so we're looking for long, sustainable energy, something that will get you through the energy that you need to perform in your activities and get you to the next meal, and not spike and then crash your energy. Okay, so why most people snack wrong is because most people like to grab whatever is convenient, which is typically higher in sugar, lower in protein, lower in fiber. There's no structure to it, and we often end up mindlessly eating either out of the bag or out of the bowl. So some examples of this could be the muffin and coffee, right? We get that glucose spike, we get that crash after. Candy, lots of added sugars. A random granola bar, maybe it doesn't even have protein in it. Chips. So what happens here is your blood sugar spikes, leading to that crash. Often you're hungry an hour later, and there's low energy, poor focus, and it leads to all those items that we don't want to necessarily be experiencing. So a better approach here is to balance it out. You don't, again, have to eliminate foods. You just need to add to it or to reframe it a little bit, build around them. So an example here, if you want a muffin, perfectly fine. Okay, so add a little Greek yogurt, have a hard-boiled egg on the side, maybe make a protein shake with some fresh strawberries and bananas and a little peanut butter and some milk that has a lot of protein in it. add to it to make it fit into what you want. Okay, so some good snack ideas here. And let's make it practical. Let's make it something that you can actually grab and go that will give you a good, well-rounded snack, give you the energy you need, the sustained energy that you need. And we're going to take that with us, okay? So fruit with nuts or nut butter. So this could be an apple with peanut butter. This could be some blueberries and almonds. We have Greek yogurt and granola. Again, good protein source from the Greek yogurt. Find a really good quality granola. That'll give you some carbohydrates. Next one here is a protein bar. Really look for the clean ingredient ones. So I personally love RX bars. I love Aloha bars. I love Go Macro bars. I think that all of those, all the ingredients in them I can read. String cheese and crackers. You can also add in a chomp stick there. Hard-boiled eggs with fruit. We have trail mix. You can make a smoothie. You can pack so many great things into a smoothie. A little tip here is a great way to get in some vegetables. You can freeze avocado, and it actually, when you put it in your smoothie after it's been frozen, it makes it really creamy texture. Really great way to get in some greens there. And another way is if you freeze your spinach, it actually kind of disintegrates into a powder when you blend it. So aside from the color, you don't really taste the spinach in it when it's frozen. So again, some great ways to sneak in some green veggies. Savory options here. You could do vegetables with hummus. So you can do bell peppers, carrots, cucumbers, dip it in the hummus. The hummus is just ground chickpeas. So there's a great little protein source there. We have popcorn with some sort of protein source. You could do turkey roll-ups. Those tuna packets are a great source of protein as well, with a cracker for a carbohydrate. Some on-the-go athlete fuel that you can put these, I call them the little Ziploc snack bags, but that's usually what I teach. Is I always have the kids get one of those gallon-sized freezer Ziploc baggies, and in that they put all of their snacks that they like eating that are going to fuel their bodies, and I educate them on when to eat what snacks. So for example, before our game, before our activity, we might have the little bag of pretzels. That's a quick digesting carb. Give them a little burst of energy. During our activity, if we get hungry, we might reach for that apple or the apple sauce. Give us a little punch of sugars. After, we might try to get the chomp stick or some sort of cheese stick, some sort of protein snack to help us refuel a little bit before our meals. Okay, so again, some key things that they can keep or you can keep in your Ziploc fueling bag are some, again, of those healthier bars. You can keep nuts or trail mix. You can keep dried fruit. That's another thing that when I say fruits and vegetables, it doesn't have to be fresh fruits and vegetables that you get in the produce section. It can be dried fruits and vegetables like raisins or craisins. It could be freeze-dried, like those little strawberries that are in the Special K cereal. You can get a bag of freeze-dried strawberries or freeze-dried fruit. It could be frozen fruit. It could be freeze-dried vegetables. There's a lot of different forms that you can get fruits and vegetables in. Canned, right? You can get canned fruits and vegetables. Next one here is jerky. So those little chomps, beef sticks, or any sort of chicken stick, those are really great on-the-go options for athletes, and they make a bunch of different kinds, different flavors. So those are really easy go-to grab-and-go option. And last one here are peanut butter packets. You can always bring those, bring them in your little Ziploc baggie and have an apple or a banana, something quick that you can pop that nut butter packet on, and it's great and tasty and gives you a lot of energy. So if it's not accessible, you won't eat it. If it's not prepped, if it's not packed, it's going to be harder for you to want to reach for those things. So make sure that we plan a little bit ahead of time, and we make sure that we're setting ourselves up to have options that we know are going to fuel our bodies properly to reach and grab for. I have my little protein ball recipe here if anyone would like to kind of write it down as I speak it out, or you can head over to my Instagram. Again, it's at BeWellWithMorgan, and I'm posting regular recipes over there, but this is one that I always like to make and have on hand in my fridge and freezer. But these are no big protein balls. So the ingredients here, we're going to talk through them. We have 1 cup of rolled oats. Again, the oats are going to be a great carbohydrate source. They have protein in them, so that's a great thing to start with. Following that, we have a 1/2 cup of peanut butter or any kind of nut butter. You can use almond butter, you can use cashew butter, peanut butter. This is just kind of a binder, but again, healthy fats. We want to make sure we're getting a peanut butter that's really just peanuts, or almond butter that's just almonds. When you flip over the ingredient list, it should say roasted peanuts or roasted almonds. Okay, so not all the additives that are often put into nut butters. So a really good, clean peanut butter. After that, we have a 1/4 cup of honey or maple syrup, any sort of sweetener. Right? Again, we talked about in our last episode, these ones are, again, sweet options. They're a little bit healthier. They're a little bit more natural forms that sweeten up our food items. So honey, maple syrup, those are great options, 1/4 cup. Next, we have 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. Chia seeds are a complete protein. So again, getting another form of protein here. They also have some healthy fats. They have a lot of fiber in them, so they're going to fill us up and keep us full and help regulate our digestive system. So chia seeds are a really great one to add. You can also add hemp seeds or flax seeds if you'd like an alternative. We're going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, again, just for a little flavoring. And then your fun food. We can add in a 1/4 cup of mini chocolate chips. You can do little mini M&Ms, whatever kind of little sweet treat you like to put in there. Some other options, you can put in some cinnamon to make it a different flavor palette. There's lots of things that you can all sub in and out of this recipe. So I really want you to make it your own, but this is kind of the blueprint here. So again, why are these elite protein balls? Why are these something that I always recommend people grab and go and lean towards? Is that when we prep them, we can make a lot of them at once. Therefore, they're an easy, quick, on-the-go option. They have a good source of complex carbohydrates. They have complete sources of protein. They have a lot of options to add in healthy fats. They're portable. They're easy to pack and go. And they're the perfect pre or post-practice, post-workout snack. So they're a really great option to reach for. Okay, so a little smart snacking strategy here. Eating 2 to 4 hours, but making sure that you're listening to your hunger cues. We're not bored eating, we're not mindlessly eating, but really listen to your body, right? So listen if it's your stomach's growling and it's just about lunchtime, have lunch. If it's an hour earlier than it normally is, your body's telling you you're hungry, so honor it and have lunch, right? Making sure that we're planning throughout our day and we're listening to what our body's telling us, as our bodies are changing every single day. Some weeks we might need more energy, we might need to eating at different times as compared to other weeks. So making sure that we're really listening to our body's cues, listening to what it's telling us. Again, planning ahead, making sure we're prepping our protein balls or we're prepping our Ziploc baggy snacks or our lunches the night before. Make it easier on yourself, right? And keep nutrient-dense snacks on you. Personally, I like to keep in my glove compartment of my car a couple snacks that I know are nutrient-dense, I know that are going to be good for me and that stay good, staying in my center console. So I always keep them in there set in between running from one thing to another. I have some option on me that is going to really maintain, if not give me a little bit of an energy boost. The golden rule here is don't wait until you're starving, because at that point you're not choosing, you're just reacting from the hunger cues that you're getting. So again, make sure you listen to your body, you really take time to be intentional, but you also have a lineup of things ready to grab and go for that time where you are hungry and you need to grab something quick. You're reaching for the best things for your body. Again, if you want more ideas like this, I'm posting regularly on my Instagram, easy snack recipes, fueling tips, real life meal ideas. Again, they'll all be on my Instagram, so make sure you're following along. I'll be dropping more recipes like more protein balls, smoothies, quick grab and go snacks that you can use daily. And if there are some recipes that you would like to see, you can always feel free to DM me or email me, or any content that you'd like to see on there. Absolutely reach out and let me know what you guys would like to be seeing. But just kind of to wrap it up here, our take-home statement, snacking is not a problem. It's not the problem. Poor snacking and choosing snacks that aren't fueling our bodies to keep us going in between our meals is where we might be falling short. So key takeaways here is build snacks with a carbohydrate and a protein, making sure that we're getting complete snacks in, focus on whole nutrient-dense foods, make sure we're planning ahead a little bit so we get those grab-and-go options prepped and ready to grab and go, and keep it simple. We don't have to overthink snacks, and there are options like those chopsticks, cheese sticks, things that we can buy already made or already prepared and just have them organized to grab and go. So thank you for listening in today. We have our next topic, next episode coming up soon. I hope you tune in.